What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite. You can have a favorite, y'all. Self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Illness across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy like myself, almost 6 years in therapy, y'all, and also validate the victims, survivors, and the thrivers of said disorder, said toxic people, said toxic traits, because we know everybody's not a narcissist. We get that. Today's episode is going to be about what is a narcissist weakness? What are narcissistic people's weaknesses and whatnot? How do we cut them down? Lee, give us empaths the sword to cut down a narcissist. Give us the sword of light, Lee, so we can cut down the narcissist at the legs. So we can hack down the tree of narcissism, like that tree in Avatar, the big tree, the tree of life in Avatar. That right there. But yeah, narcissistic people weakness. The main weakness narcissistic people have is shame. We know narcissistic weakness is shame. They try to avoid shame. The root of a lot of narcissistic people is coming from a place of defense, and their defense is against shame. So bringing a narcissist shame is the best way. Is how to hurt a narcissist. Like the weakness of a narcissist is shame. It just is, y'all. I just feel like, well, how do we bottle up that shame and make them drink it? Or can we put shame in their soup to make them, to hurt them, to change them? Y'all, it's a weakness. It doesn't get them to change. Shame will not change a narcissistic person, y'all. Shame hurts. Shame is painful, but it will not change the narcissistic person in your life to make them a better human being overnight. It just doesnment work that way. I wish it did. I would drink that. Would I drink it? I ain't gonna lie to you. Would I drink the shame potion to get rid of it? I think if I said yes, I would be disingenuous. I think I like who I am now, y'all, honestly, y'all, because I'm not a bad person. I really am not. I know people are going to come out here like, well, Lee, you kind of are an evil bastard. You're not a bad person. You're an evil bastard. The Jezebel, the Jezebel in the flesh. Whatever y'all got to say. But yeah, the main weakness of a narcissist is shame, y'all. It just is. Bringing shame to them. Find a way to bring shame to them. You know what I mean? You want to hurt them? You want to get revenge on them? You want to straight to cut them down? Find a way to bring shame for them. That's why narcissists are trying to avoid shame. You say, everybody's like, well, narcissist weakness is exposing them. One way to make a narcissist weak is exposing them and things like that. One way is ruining their reputation. One way is showing people who they really are. One way is to try to hold them accountable. One way is to catch them in a lie. I'm just telling y'all, all of that boils down to shame. At the core of avoiding all of this stuff I just listed is avoiding shame at all cost. It just is. We have this conversation in therapy all the time. My therapist, like y'all, the more I grow with my platforms, the more open and honest I am with y'all, the more open and honest I go to therapy. So I'm like, why do you have your platform? Are you feeding off this platform? Like, rabble. Y'all, this has become part of my healing journey. Honestly, it's become part of my therapeutic experience is to talk to y'all about my therapy sessions. And when I'm talking to you, I discover more about myself as well. My therapist, like, every time we talk, she's like, you just trying to avoid that shame, ain't you? She's like, what is so wrong with it? It's like, why are you so afraid of shame? I was like, I don't know. She said, if shame was in this room with us right now, I was like, well, it is. It's here. They are here. You know what I mean? We are legion. Shame is here in the room with us. Where is shame at? Over there. I see shame, people. Yeah. Shame is here, but like, if you can manifest a physical representation of shame and it's set down beside you on the couch, what would you say? What would you say to shame? Because that's your biggest weakness. That's your greatest weakness is shame. Trying to avoid it. It causes you try to avoid shame, you do other stuff. You try to avoid shame, you yell and scream at people. When you try to avoid shame, you hurt other people. When you try to avoid shame, you lie to people. When you try to avoid shame, you avoid accountability. You see what I'm saying? When you try to avoid shame, you are neglectful of who you really are or who you could really be. Because you think if you really are the person you deserve, the person you need to be, you think people will shame you for. You think shame will come and get you. You think shame will come and kidnap you. Like shame is the raptor, the horse and chariot from the damn rapture. Like shame is gonna come get you and take you somewhere. If you could sit shame beside you, your greatest weakness, what would you say to shame? I would just say, ask shame, why me? Why do you try to hurt me so much? Why do you torture me? Why are you pestering me? I'm just trying to live my life in the best way possible. Why won't you leave me alone? Why can I not avoid you? Why do I always think about you? Why are you always on my mind? Why? I would just ask shame, why? Why won't you leave me alone and just let me be a human being? Let me live my normal life and let me not try to avoid you. Let me accept that you're good. You are inevitable. Let me accept you like other people accept you and deal with it, process it, and move forward. I'm better at it right now. I'm a lot better at it right now than I used to be. I used to avoid it at all costs. Now sometimes, even if I'm going to be shamed, I stand and I sit and I absorb it and I feel it and I apologize to people when I've hurt them. I genuinely apologize to people. I apologize for overreacting. I apologize for yelling and screaming. I talk to my kids, like, hey, you didn't deserve me to yell and scream at you just now. I apologize for you yelling and screaming at you. This is why I did that. Quickly, immediately. Shame is a narcissist's greatest weakness, y'all. You want to take them down? Find a way to shame them. I'm not saying don't threaten them. Yo, some people are dangerous. Let's keep it high. Some people are dangerous in being threatened with shame. You look at the Alex Murdaugh case. You see how dangerous he became when the shame was coming in. The shame was closing in on all directions from him. You see what Alex Murdaugh did to his wife and his son when shame was the walls of shame were closing in on him. He took unalived his wife and he unalived his son because to try to avoid shame. But like, he didn't do that. Like, how do you avoid shame by taking somebody else's life? He didn't want to get caught. That's why he tried to cover it up. He didn't sit there like, I did it. He said the 5'4" vigilantes did it. The 5'2", 5'4" vigilantes did it. You know what I mean? That's how it goes, y'all. That's the dynamic. That's the mindset. That's the mentality right there. There are narcissistic people at our core. We are trying to avoid shame at all costs. We just are. It is inevitable. We are trying to avoid shame. We're trying to get away from it. We're trying to shake free of shame. We just are. We want to get rid of it. We want to just get loose from it. It is icky, it is sticky, it is nasty, it hurts, it's hurtful. Shame is the narcissist's greatest weakness. You want to dig deep? Just look at the stuff that they're doing, y'all. Look at the stuff that they're doing in your life. Look how they're talking to you. Look how they're treating you. Look how they want you to keep stuff secret. Don't tell anyone. I'm a private person. Keep stuff between us. Don't tell people what's going on between us. Yeah, I blacked your eye, but then you deserved it, so don't tell people. If you tell people I hit you, I'm gonna tell people what you did. What you do? They are trying to avoid shame at all costs, y'all. I feel like when people just settle down with that and understand it and just realize it, I feel like it helps. So many more people will heal for what they're going through. So many more people will process what they're going through and get past what they're going through with this person. So many more people. Narcissistic robot reboot team. So many more people will understand what they're going through and benefit from dealing with this narcissistic person. You can heal, y'all. You can heal from this person. Just like I said, they're just trying to avoid shame. And this is not me trying to get you to feel sorry for them. Don't. Yeah, I know people are going to say, well, narcissist's biggest weakness is exposure. Narcissist's biggest weakness is this, is that. Avoiding accountability. A narcissist's biggest weakness is this right here, y'all. At the core of all that, peel back the layers, read between the lines, get deeper. This is Inception. Go 3 dream levels deep. And understand that at the core, all of that right there is them trying to avoid shame at all costs. It just is. It really, really is. That's them trying to avoid the shame and embarrassment and dealing with who they are and what they have been doing. It is shame. It just is, y'all. It's shameful. They are ashamed. They literally are ashamed. They are. So you have to heal. You have to understand what they're doing, who they are, and what they've been going through. Empower yourself, because you have to. If you don't empower yourself, I promise you, somebody else is going to empower him. You know what I mean? You have to empower yourself. Take control of your life and just realize that person that you're dealing with is trying to avoid shame at all costs, and they will harm you to avoid shame. I promise you that they will. They will absolutely harm you. They will absolutely do wrong to you and try to avoid shame. They will try to take you out of here. I promise you they will. So you have to empower yourself to be as strong as you possibly can. And because in order to avoid shame, they will hurt you, they will lie to you, they will steal from you, they will take you out of here, they will unalive you and send you to meet your maker. A narcissist's greatest weakness is the shame monster. This big inanimate creature that narcissists are trying to avoid. The shame monster is real, y'all. I'm just keeping it hot with you. Y'all know, look, we keep it hot on this channel, right? There's the hot and ready. It's like this channel is like Little Caesars over here, y'all. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, if you're in the Sydney, Australia area, hit me up. I'm in Sydney, Australia right now. I'm in Sydney, Australia right now. Be here till the 17th, or the 17th, the morning of the 17th. Email me, dearmentalhealness@gmail.com. If you're in the area, I'd love to hang out, coffee, something like that. I'm meeting up with people. So like and subscribe for more. Get the Self-Love Journal if you haven't already. Self-Love Journal on Amazon. Self-Love brand, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Healness is out. Peace.